Hello, and welcome to the 258th edition of Beer Issues. My name is Matt Bruckert, and I'm coming to you live here from Casa de Bruckert. We're going to be having another outstanding beer from the Brewery McChouffe. We are having McChouffe, which is the Belgian dark strong ale. So let's go ahead and open it and talk about it, and it's an absolutely wonderful beer, and it's been very hard to find for a while. I don't think I've seen this beer in probably, well, definitely since the pandemic started, probably a while before that, but it is an outstanding beer. So we're gonna go ahead and pour it into this beautiful Brewery McChouffe glass. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's talk about it. So Belgian strong ale. There's a lot of different variations of Belgian dark strong ale. You know, sometimes that's what they call a quad, but this is more like the Belgian brown, if you will. Okay. So right off the bat, you can see in this beautiful McChouffe glass, we're getting that brownish, reddish color, a little bit of an off-white full head. Absolutely beautiful carbonation on that beer. If I was to draw a beer, this is what I would draw. There's absolute perfection in that glass right there, okay? Now this beer is rated an 89 out of 100, which I haven't had it in a while, but I remember it being better than an 89, okay? It clocks in at 8% alcohol by volume, which is spot on for a nice Belgian strong ale. They can get higher, but this is more like a little bit lighter. It's, you know, some of the Belgian strong ales will get 10, 11, 12, 13, 14%. But this one is a beautiful beer at 8%. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to talk about the smells here, okay? Okay, so in the smell, what I'm getting is a malty, but like fruit smell, but it's more like a dark fruit that you get with a lot of the Belgian, you know, quads and stuff like that. I'm getting but it's a little bit sweeter dark fruit. So maybe, you know, plum. You definitely get the smell. I just got a good whiff of the Belgian yeast. That's very important in a good Belgian beer, is that yeast profile. Oh, it makes me happy when I smell it. And then I smell a little bit of, and this is very light in there, and I don't know if it's my imagination, but I'm pretty sure I smelled a little anise in there. Definitely smells like it might have a touch of anise in there. I'd have to read about it, which I don't think I did, but I believe there might be a touch of anise, which I'm not a big black licorice fan, but sometimes in a beer, the right amount of anise is superb. And I've had this before, it's been a while, but if I remember right, there is a little bit light, real super light black licorice anise flavor in there. But I found that even though I don't like to eat black licorice, in my beer, if it's, you know, not overpowering, I love it. So let's go ahead and dig into this here, because this is a beautiful beer, and I've been looking forward to it all day. Oh, that is superb. It's every bit as delicious as I remember it. It's even a hard one to describe because it's so wonderful. I'm going to take another sip of it. I just want to make sure I. Oh yeah. So you're getting that beautiful Belgian yeast. It stands out. It's absolutely phenomenal. You're getting fruity yet super malty. I mean, the combination of the fruity and malty is, I mean, just beautiful. Now, I do taste, and I don't remember this from before, but I do taste, I don't know if it's a little bit of like dark chocolate, maybe, that I taste in that. But trust me, when I talk about these different flavors in there, it's not in the beer. They make the beer with malt, they make the beer with, you know, hops and barley, whatever they use, but there's definitely no chocolate in it. There's definitely nothing like that. So when I talk about the flavors, I think we've talked about this before, that's just the flavors that derive from, and it could be chocolate malts they're using that would bring out a chocolate flavor. But if they are, it's like a dark chocolate because it's not like a sweet chocolate. It's more of like a dark chocolate almost, I won't say coffee because I don't taste the coffee at all, but dark chocolate, yes. And they put, in this beer, they put spices. And I don't know what spices they are, but it reminds me in a way of, which one of my favorite beers that they make is, and one of the best Christmas beers there is, the Nice Chouffe. They put spices in this that are reminiscent of the Nice Chouffe. But this is the McChouffe, which is the brown strong ale. The blonde is also excellent. Their IPA is very good, and they have others. But this is, to me, is just absolutely beautiful, and it reminds me a lot of the Nice Chouffe, which we've done before. And I've got still some of them in the hopper there for me to drink at my leisure. Absolutely beautiful beer, excellent beer. I would rate it higher than an 89. It would definitely be in the 90s for me. Let me see. Let me put a number to it. That's a 92, 93 all day long in my book. It's absolutely delicious. And it's so perfectly balanced with the malts and the yeast. I mean, it's just so incredibly delicious. I can't even describe it. I'm having a hard time describing it. So, but it is delicious. If you get it, if you see this, the McChouffe, actually, pretty much all of the products from them are fantastic. But if you see it, make sure you grab some McChouffe because it is absolutely phenomenal. Now, if you've enjoyed this, make sure you tell your friends about Beer Issues and how much fun we're having talking about great beer and drinking great beer. And if they want any cool Beer Issues gear, make sure you go to shop.beerissues.com. You can get t-shirts, hats, phone cases, you name it. And as my wife likes to say, I have Beer Issues.